Bro.
That's why they always say, keep on creating, whatever you do, keep on creating. It transfers. It's just hard work. That's it.
So consistency is very powerful with creation.
Yeah. Consistency. Yeah. Take a lot of photos. I take a lot of photos. Let's say I take 1,000 photos. I might only use 3.
Whoa.
Yeah, so my art is like my visual diary. Because people admire sports people. They just see them once when they're playing. They're like, man, that guy is talented. How does he do that? The thing they don't see is how much they practice.
True.
There's Michael Jordan. Michael Jordan, one of the best basketball players ever to play. People used to be amazed at his style and his way he beat up people and all that. But that guy, he had discipline. Whenever everything shut down, he was working out. He worked out harder than anyone else. My instructors told me, you're a better painter than a graphic designer.
Whoa.
Yeah, I really struggled in graphic design.
Holy snap. How? Explain, break that down.
Graphic design is very disciplined. You have to be, you're inside the box.
I almost have to stay within the rules to impress. What? I've never thought it like that, but it's very true.
Painting, you're free. You can go anywhere. You can experiment. You can make it your own.
Oh, I know what you're saying. Yeah. We're almost waiting for you to experiment. If you don't, we're like, I know, they're two different. I've never seen it like that.
Every time I paint, I'm always trying out something new. Trying out something new. Even if I'm not doing it by consciousness, unconsciously, I'm doing it.
I know. By the way.
So more artists in the building. Let's go see some other more artists. More artists on the show.
But what are other artists inspiring you here? What have you seen from other artists that is like inspirational?
There's an artist called Bob. Bob is from the US. I'll go show you. He's a photographer. He paints what he photographs.
No way.
Yeah.
No way.
He got so much pieces in the show.
No way. No way.
It's called Bob. It's from the US.
Yo, let's go. Show us some of his pieces, bro. Show us some of his
People
pieces.
from the US are there here. The artists from the US.
That is dope, bro. So this is like an international event, low key.
Yeah, something like that.
Bro.
We had a Cameroonian yesterday. He left. And a Tanzanian too.
That is dope, bro.
South Korean was expected in the show, but unfortunately, the flight was cancelled. I don't know for the political reason in their.
Nah, that is still big boy talk. You understand?
Yeah,
that is still big boy talk, bro.
So here's Bob's work. Let's go locate Bob first. But as you can see.
Holy snap.
Bob, where's Bob?
So you're saying he's a photographer?
Yeah, he's a photographer.
And he paints his photographs.
Yeah, you can see.
Holy snap. So this is probably a photograph.
Yeah, and mostly it's based on African theme.
Oh man.
Yeah, it's an African theme.
That is dope.
You can see that's a business going on there.
Oh man.
A lady is selling some sweaters to another lady.
Oh, I did not know. You know, I've seen these paintings here the other day, but I did not know the story behind it. And when you tell me the story, it's more.
That's Bob. There is.
Bob
he's doing some. As you can see, he's just proceeding with some other paints. Here's Bob. Hello, Bob.
Hello, sir. We just discovered you paint your photographs. We just discovered you paint your photographs.
I paint my photograph.
or something like that.
Yeah.
From my photograph.
You paint from your photographs. Oh, so they inspire you.
Yeah.
I hear you. I hear you. I hear you. If-
I use my.
can I mic you for a minute?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, just.
Yeah, I take reference photos wherever I go.
Oh,
So I use those.
so you use them for.
Yeah.
That is
I take a lot of
amazing.
photos. I take a lot of photos. Let's say I take 1,000 photos. I might only use 3.
Whoa.
So my art is like my visual diary. I try to show people where I've been.
How does it start? Do you have an image, then go photograph? Does the vision start before the photography?
I just, like if I'm running an errand, like going to town, walking around, I'm always taking photos. You never know what you might get. Nature surprises you. People do surprise you. I love people. I hunt people.
And I'm assuming like how people decide to go say do glow in the art. You also thought that would be like a style, something you'll be recognized for. Because when he told me, I was like, whoa, where's that guy? That is amazing that is the concept you use to put down your paintings. Is that something you thought would differentiate you?
No, basically, in the beginning, I just wanted to take photos and send them back to my friends, show them how Kenya is, this brutal life, the normal life here in Kenya. Then I said, you know what, I could paint this. I mean, I could just use my time in painting this. So I started painting them. And slowly by slowly, I developed a style. And I started going out, actually, now, maybe to try and capture stuff to paint.
Oh, man. And just as for the person watching this, if you can tell them your name before you continue, like your name and maybe the name of your what you paint under, your art moniker, maybe the studio. I don't know how you've organized yourself.
My name is Robert Ratemo. I sign my work as Bob. Bob is short for Robert. And I'm on the Instagram. I'm on Twitter. I'm on Facebook. Right now, basically, if you go to Instagram, you find all my work from 2019 when I was still struggling. You can see my growing pains.
2019, that was just the other day, bro.
Yeah.
That was just the other day.
I know. 2019. You can see all my growing pains there. Then 2020, when COVID hit.
You can see the 2023, Bob 23.
Yeah, you can see the year on my paintings.
23, this 22.
Ah, the year is on there.
Yeah, it's on the paintings, yeah.
The year is on there, bro.
Some new paintings in this year.
Yeah.
Why is it important to put the year? Does it show progress, growth?
I don't know, maybe for archiving and categorizing and all that. Galleries and all that. There'll be a time I'll be an old man, I wouldn't remember anything. And I would tell people what
They
happened.
can live 100 years from now.
Yeah. These are really good paintings. I mean, it's acrylic on canvas with a matte varnish finish. Yeah. And I use my acrylic straight out of the tube, no diluting, nothing. So that's why sometimes they do appear. People mistake them for oil paints. I mean,
those are Maasai warriors.
Yeah.
Why is that important to use acrylic straight out of the tin?
Of the what?
Of the can. You said use acrylic straight out of the, no diluting.
You know what? That's an artist progression. I started using acrylics back in 2019. I was mixing them in water, like using them as a watercolor. But as soon as I got confident and knowing how to use acrylics, I just go. I don't even sketch. I just start and I go.
Nice.
That's how you know who's a confident acrylic painter.
Break that down a lot more for us.
Start and go, yeah.
You just the fact that you know it'll find you.
Yeah.
You don't wait for it.
Yeah. And
man.
You're not afraid to make mistakes. Mistakes are good. Mistakes are good. That's your unconsciousness talking. That's the real you. Every time you paint, you leave something of yourself in a painting. Every single painting you make, there is a bit of you there. That's how people recognize your style, your concept, and your originality. Because that never lies. Never lies.
I hear you. And who are like some artists, like maybe people, people are fans of, that you really look up to, that you can use to pull in?
Van Gogh. Van Gogh, yeah.
What about Van Gogh?
The guy painted all his life. He never earned think no money. I mean, he did a little bit, but he never got rich. But he kept on painting. You know what? You have to love this kind of stuff. In order to be successful, you have to put in the work, persevere, and most important, love it. So even if you're not making money, you're still drawn back into it to make it. It should be something you need to live.
It should. Yeah, I know what you're saying.
There's no shortcut to this.
That's
No
true,
shortcut.
though.
No shortcut. Practice. Put in time. It shows. It doesn't show at the moment. Even when you're painting the style, I mean, you could be applying layers and layers of color like I do. That's my style. I'm applying layers and layers of color on something. It doesn't show at that moment. But later on, when you look at it carefully, you're actually going to see most of those layers. And those layers work very, very well. They give you depth. They give your work
Authenticity.
Yeah, authenticity. And people who know their art can see this guy really works on
I know what you're saying.
this style of it.
Which is like a movie, say if you're like a new fan,
Yeah.
which is like any type of content, maybe a movie they can watch that will get them into painting.
Oh, you can also watch biographies of Van Gogh.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, any biographies of Van Gogh. I mean, starting from the 1960s, I think they did one, and then recently. Sorry.
It's okay, I just wanted it really good.
Okay.
Yeah.
And basically, I also like sports. I love sports.
How does that relate to your...
Because people admire sports people. They just see them once when they're playing, they're like, man, that guy is talented. How does he do that? The thing they don't see is how much they practice.
True
There's Michael Jordan. Michael Jordan, one of the best basketball players ever to play. People used to be amazed at his style and his way he beat up people and all that. But that guy, he had discipline. Whenever everything shut down, he was working out. He worked out harder than anyone else. And that transfers to other sports stars. Tiger Woods, for example. Same guy, he put in the work. Who else? In tennis. Yeah?
The Venus Arenas,
yeah.
Trudeau, Michael Jackson.
Yeah, even Michael Jackson.
I know what you're saying.
Yeah, any person who became famous, maybe who wasn't in a team, did all the stuff by themselves, they put work in. There's always work in. I mean, there's no other secret to it.
Would you say it's even to an extent where hard work births talent in a way? You have to do all the hard work to know if you're talented.
You know what Picasso said? We are all born artists. But somewhere along the way, we forget because we don't use it, we don't utilize it. You could be very, very talented, but if you don't tune it, you never go anywhere. So it's an instrument you need to tune, so it sings very well.
What are some of the ways, like, say, kids or adults could like tap into that, maintaining to be an artist? What are things you can do to tap a little bit into what people tap into every day?
Well, it's very simple. Us artists say, keep on creating. So, every single day, like when I started back in 2019, I used to do a painting a day. I go in at 9 in the morning, leave at 5. So, and I save those paintings. No matter how good they were, how bad they were, I save them. Good. Every single day I'm painting. So in a year, maybe I could make about 320 paintings. Yeah, that was 2019. They never turned out good. They were not good. But in 2020, I started painting over the 2019. So if you see a 2020 painting of mine, there's maybe about 2 or 3 2019s under it. So,
where do you get the drive, bro?
Okay, this is it. Okay, this is what I was telling you about loving your work. So when I'm painting, I want to finish it and see what I've done. When I finish it and I got what I did and I love it, I get this euphoria, this joy. I'm like, I did something good. Life. Another thing when I'm in the studio, life comes into focus. Everything is so simple. It's like that jigsaw puzzle just falls in place. You can see it. Every piece just connects.
It falls into
then
place.
I finish the painting and it's good. I'm like, wow, life is wonderful. but it only lasts for a few hours.
So you have to create again.
So I have to go back
Oh my
in.
God, that is
Yeah.
amazing.
So I gotta go back in. That's why I got so many paintings. I'm addicted. Yeah, I gotta go. This is the good addiction.
It's almost a curse.
Yeah.
The good kind.
Yeah, the good
Oh,
kind.
that is amazing.
And when I look at life, I see it in colors. I mean, every time I look at something, I can see the colors, the way the light is striking it and all that, and I want to paint.
Do you think you see the world differently than other people?
Now I do. I mean, nowadays I do. Like I said, I figure where the light is coming from, what colors are matching, the composition. I mean, you have to have an eye for composition. Anyone can paint, but do you have the eye for composition where everything can support each other, everything can contrast and bring each other. I mean, the one brings out the whole.
I hear. So that's how your photography borrows heavily.
Yeah.
With
I can take 1,000 photos. Yeah, but I gotta have an eye for that one or two which are real good.
Oh man.
Yeah, that's how you capture that.
How are ways that, say, if someone was to start photography and is looking to get into painting, now that you've gone through that journey, what are ways that you would tell yourself, skip that, okay, focus on, what are some of the...
Well, I'm lucky enough to have had an art background. I mean, I did graphic design.
You're cheating the game.
No, I'm not cheating.
No, in a good way,
Design,
like you understood the steps.
Yeah, but even before I did my graphic design, I was also painting.
I get
painting
that.
and
What interested you to graphic that you thought would borrow from your creativity? Well, that's amazing that
I wanted to make
you have
money.
all
I
these
wanted graphic
multidisciplinary.
design to make money because I wanted to work in the art industry, advertising industry, because those guys make money.
And you're better than them as a painter, of course, because you're pulling from more than we are as graphic designer. I understand that, because we wish to be you people. Do you know that?
Yeah.
Deep inside, every designer wants to be here, exhibiting.
My instructors told me, you're a better painter than a graphic designer.
Whoa.
Yeah, I really struggled in graphic design.
Holy snap. How? Explain, break that down.
Graphic design is very disciplined. You have to be, you're inside the box.
I almost have to stay within the rules to impress. What? I've never thought it like that, but it's very true.
Painting, you're free. You can go anywhere. You can experiment. You can make it your own.
I know what you're saying.
Yeah.
We're almost waiting for you to experiment. If you don't, we're like, no, they're too different. I've never seen it like that.
Every time I paint, I'm always trying out something new. Trying out something new. Even if I'm not doing it by consciousness, unconsciously I'm doing it.
I know.
And that's why they always say, keep on creating, whatever you do, keep on creating. It transfers. It's just hard work. That's it.
So consistency is very powerful with creation.
Yeah. Consistency. I mean, if you have, like you said, talent, you have to use it. Otherwise, you lose it. Yeah, you have to use it.
True, it's a muscle.
It's eye-hand coordination. You gotta sharpen. That's what I was doing about sports.
Bro,
you gotta keep on practicing to feel
the muscle, the everything.
Like soccer player. If you just stay like that,
oh man.
No. So there'll be a time. This is my dream. There'll be a time I won't be using photos to do this.
Oh,
it'll be in my head.
Memory,
now,
memory.
Now, the anatomy of a human figure will be ingrained in my mind.
Because now it's muscle now. You've gone there so many times. The pathway is clear.
Yeah, like with a human figure, the head sometimes goes in about.
After a while you start to see the patterns. Bro,
so
I get
just
what you're saying.
If you keep on practicing.
So consistency is almost the secret sauce.
In 5 years' time, I'll be painting from my imagination. Using everything I've learned about this. That's where I want to go.
Is there like a fire in you that wants to place some certain kind of like creative dominance, stylistic dominance
I love winning.
Ah,
I
that's
want
what
to be the
I'm. What, yeah, I would like to break that down a little bit.
Yeah.
Like where that comes from, what sustains that, where does that come from? Is it come from good, from trauma?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
Just a little bit. Tell us a little bit.
I love the success story. I love the struggles, and then one day you make it. I've always loved that. I mean, I love watching movies and all that where you struggle a lot, and in the end, when the movie is finishing, the guy has got the girl and they ride off into the sunset.
The hero's journey.
Yeah. And they live forever after and all that. But in between there, the struggles were there.
Because in a way, art to be this good is like a perfect hero's journey. Because there's obstacles to this. You have to build your artist just the same way you build your paintings.
There are steps to this. First of all, I had to learn how to paint. I had to be good. I had to have something I could show people that could catch people's eyes and say, maybe this guy knows how to paint. And then the second step is getting more people to recognize how good you are. And the third step is perfection. So right now I'm on my second step. I'm trying to let people know I paint. That's why I'm here. That's why I'm coming to all these
That's why
shows.
exhibitions are important now.
Exhibitions are important. You can't paint and leave your work at home. We're not at an age where information is a powerful tool. People have to be informed, and information flows so fast. People's minds are being
Distracted.
Yeah. Everyone wants attention of everyone's mind. I mean, they want to sell them something. They want them to buy something.
The attention, that's what they call the attention economy.
It's fickle. It's very fickle nowadays.
Very true. And they train us to be that way, to be bad at it.
Yeah.
I know what you're saying.
The world is becoming smaller, which is very good for art. Because you can be painting in Kenya, and someone somewhere, an Eskimo,
is waiting for that.
will see your painting in Kenya. Oh, there's somewhere where the sun shines, and people wear t-shirts and all that. And this guy is a good painter. I love to do that. So, but right now, I just want to paint.
Bro, this is amazing, bro. Like even how you should see yourself, how you come alive when you explain this. It is amazing, bro. For example, what about the Maasai's inspires paint out of you?
So I wanted to broaden my my audience. Another thing I've learned the last year, because I started showing my work last April. Before that, for 2.5 years, I was just painting and shelving it away. So when COVID hit, I stayed at home and painted. So when I finally got my immunization, that's when I came out to the malls and started showing my work. I got tips from my fellow artists. I talked to people. They told me how to do this, how to do that, how to do that. Initially, I only had one type of painting, one type of topic, street life.
So it's a topic and themes that run in the paintings too.
That's my thing. That's my original theme, and that's one thing I'm going to stick with, street life. But in order
what about street life is? I'm sorry to cut you off. I'm just interested. What about street life is brings paint out of you?
It's people. People can amaze you. I love people's expressions, people's gestures. Anything you do gives you away. You can just be standing, but there's a way you're standing. It communicates a lot.
Because it's art too. How I develop myself to this, how I move. There's a little bit of creation there too. Because I wasn't.
And the human figure is also a piece of art.
Because that's why I can relate to that. Because that's why I photograph. There's something cool that someone has created. How they walk is their style, and that needs to be like photographed. I know a little bit. If that's a little bit of what you're saying, I understand what you're saying.
You can see two people standing next to each other. And from the way they're holding their hands or the body gestures, their facial expressions, their eyes and all that, you can almost hear the conversation if you depict that very well.
That is deep. You have a nice way to put it. That is very deep.
So that's my thing. That's what I wanted to do. Then I got into this showing my artwork And then people told me you should expand more. Don't pigeonhole yourself. And I'm not naive. I love art. I love my style. I want to be a great artist. I want to be known for my style. But I need money to funnel into that. So I'm expanding my
So you're also
horizon.
thinking as a businessman.
Yeah. That's where
I
the
know what
business
you're
comes in.
saying.
Life is teaching me. You have to adapt. You gotta be adaptable in this kind of stuff. I mean, Charles Darwin said, adapt or die.
Aha. Survival for the fittest
survival
almost.
of the fittest.
So you have to be fit in art. That's why you practice every day to stay fit in it. You feel me?
So I
get
do
what
the
you're saying.
massage and animals.
Uh-huh.
So I get funds from that because they move faster.
Oh, come on! That is very just. I don't even to interrupt you. That is game. That is amazing. Because in a way they carry. I say that the flag of Kenya. I don't know.
Yeah.
In like a
I know
major
that.
way, heavy tradition, conk.
And let me tell you a secret. Since I've been doing this, you should see my first few massages. They were not so good.
Oh.
But now my style is coming.
Because this almost looks like a moving painting. I don't know
Yeah.
if
So-
like a moving painting. You understand? It's almost motion. Because I don't know how to say. I don't know how to explain it. And from far it looks like a perfect picture.
Yeah, again, it's composition. Goes back to composition. You have to pick out the perfect one. I don't know
Bro,
why
that
I
is
like
deep.
it. Some things I don't know why I like them, but later on I look back, I see what I saw, which I didn't know then.
Hey bro, I have
So,
never seen someone
basically, I
who,
got into the massage and the animals just to get a little bit of money. But now I'm going into it some more. I'm using the same tools I use for my street art, and I'm putting my style in there. So if you see a Maasai, maybe in 1 year from now, painted by me, you know this is a Maasai done by Bob. So I keep on doing it, it transfers in there. You leave your fingerprint, No one got that, everyone got their own unique style. No one has got that touch you got.
what do you think of mastery? Is because now from everything you're explaining like you're in a search of some type of mastery.
Pastel?
Mastery.
Mastery?
To master,
Oh.
to be a master of something, to like have
I
it.
want to be a master of light.
Light.
My thing is light.
Rembrandt
the way
and
the
stuff.
light, I
Tell us a
love
little
light.
bit where that come from to where why did that come like a mission that you want to conquer? Why that Goliath for you?
For light,
Yeah, where's that Goliath for you?
I think it's also Kenya. We have a lot of sunshine. A lot of sunshine. And the street art, when you're in the street, there's always light. So I think the environment is shaped me. If I was, let's say, in the Western world, like where they have 6 months of winter, 6 months of summer, I won't be doing this. I won't be doing street life. Because the different environments, there you never find. If you want to paint people, come to Kenya, come to Africa. Because in Africa, you see people walking along the highway.
Natural.
You see people walking anywhere. You always
know
find
what
people
you're
walking.
saying.
In the Western world, people are told not to walk on the highways. You get a ticket. People in their cars, people in their buildings
We're
staying out in the
outdoors.
cold. Yeah, it's very cold. You don't see that many people. But here in Africa, there are people everywhere. So if you want to paint people, you want to know the anatomy of the human being, you want to know the mannerisms of a human, Africa is the best place to be because people are everywhere. Your subjects are all over. Yeah. But
Bro, how you think of it in like geography and business is amazing. Like a global artist in a way. You would survive anywhere. If they dropped you anywhere, you'd figure out what goes over there.
yeah, another thing about art, there's a lot of luck involved. You have to be very lucky. I mean, again, we go to Van Gogh. Van Gogh painted so well, so nicely and all that, but he was never lucky in making money. He died without making almost nothing. He was never lucky, but after he died, now he's famous.
True. Is there a way we can cultivate luck?
No, luck is chance.
I know what you're saying.
Yeah, you can make your, okay, luck is chance, yeah, but you can make it easier on yourself. So let's say, like I was saying, you practice and make your work good. So if your work is not good, when you get lucky that one time,
You can't replicate it, and it can drive you crazy.
Yeah. So, but if your work is real, real good, and that one time you get lucky,
you understand. You know
that.
the formula. It's like
people will remember that. Yeah.
I know what you're saying.
People remember that.
So you have to also be lucky for luck. It's like you have to align with what art requires. That's at least at the bare minimum.
Yeah, and art is very subjective.
What do you mean by that?
It's not like you can convince someone to buy it, convince them if they don't want to buy it. They have to like it. And the way I say it's subjective is when they look at a painting, your interpretation of that painting, the way you wanted to paint it, the way you started painting and all that, is not what they're seeing. They're personalizing with it. And that's how you make sales. You want people to relate to it. They look at it and they won't forget it. So they look at it, they walk away, then they have to come back and look at it again. That's how people have made a connection. So that's why it's subjective. So I could say this is a stone. Someone else will come and say, no, I see a matatu. Don't argue with that. That's the beauty of art. Let them have a connection with it. Yeah.
So when we think...
So me, I paint, I bring it out, and I let people find out what they didn't know. So,
I get what you're saying.
Okay, if they ask me what's your inspiration for this painting, what is this, I'll explain it to them, I tell them that, and if they tell me what they see, I'll say, okay.
Oh, because it's also right.
Yeah, it's
Because
right.
the references, they're pulling from different things from you that resemble that. Is that what they call abstract thinking? Is that abstract thinking? Well, I'm told it's like the connection. You have the ability to connect different things, not just one way. Maybe that's even how abstract art works. I don't know.
It's subconscious too. The subconscious level comes into art a lot.
I know what
It's
you're
like
saying.
when you listen to music, or when you're walking by somewhere and you hear a song, straight away your memory starts.
Where I had it before, the emotion I had.
Same thing with color. You walk by and see a color, let's say green, and all of a sudden your mind is triggered to a very distant memory, and it's all vivid. So color, sound, so it's all subconscious, smell, it's all subconscious.
Do people also inject that in your painting, smell? Is that a sight, a sense you people exercise, or can it be, I'm just curious because people capture us to how it's immersive.
No, someone once said poetry is something that makes you visualize a place or somewhere. And you can hear the poetry. Painting is something you can see and you can hear sounds from somewhere else.
Bro, you're so
when
deep
you hear
with
poetry,
You're so
can
profound.
See, your vision is there. You can see your vision, I mean. But I don't know.
I get what you're saying. Trust me, it's something I know, but now that you've said it's clicked now.
Okay. Excuse me for 5 minutes.
Oh, that's